then, amazing.
Awesome. Well, do we want to just jump right on in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lisa, we would love to start with you. Would you want to share a little bit about how long you've been taking the products and what you've been
Sure.
experiencing so far?
Yeah, sure, sure. There may be an interruption that comes barreling through the door, aka granddaughter, but I'm on grandparent duty right now. So yeah, thanks for inviting me. I started, thanks to introduction by Benny, the end of March, order the first week of April. And so I've been on the products just shy of 4 weeks. And my main goal this year is really around health, especially given that I'm 61, coming up 62. And our medical system is such that if you're not taking care of your own health, you can't really rely on our medical system to be there for you. So I want to make sure I do everything I can to avoid ever having to be in a situation like that. And I've always been very proactive with my health. And so I was really intrigued by the products when Benny introduced me. So I started taking the collagen and the Optimize. Specifically for me, it was around age-related osteoarthritis, which is very common. And I've got it in my hands, I've got it in my knees, small of my back and my neck. Um, because I was a office worker for most of my career, so I do have the usual spots. Um, and I would say it took me into the third week before I started noticing differences in my hands. Certainly, the appearance of my hands have not changed because those are, once you've got that damage in your joints, you just don't get rid of it. And that's fine. That's not my bigger concern. My bigger concern is just making sure I've got mobility and comfort. And in particular, I was sharing with Benny, I think it was last week, that where it became really sort of aha for me was, when my granddaughter would grab my hand and it was like, ow, that kind of hurts. And having to disengage from that process with your grandchild isn't great. So it's nice. I'm definitely finding that my hands are much more comfortable. I don't have the chronic lower back niggling pain that I had. And it's not that, the issues have 100% cleared up, is just the comfort level for sure has improved significantly and improved my quality of life. So yeah, so that's my story.
So awesome. So in 4 weeks, you're just feeling the comfort level is a lot better and the mobility is better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I love it.
Amazing. Being in pain can affect you in your mental health. It can affect your relational happenings. It can affect your energy levels because it is draining to be in pain. Every one of us has had a period of time or another where we've been sucked down by pain. We know this. So absolutely. I would love to play a little video for you guys. We have a testimony with our digestive enzymes, and she couldn't make it on tonight, but she recorded a video for us because she's amazing. So I'm going to just screen share her video. This is my friend Martha, and I'm going to share her video with you so you can hear from her.
Hello, everybody. So my name is Martha, and I just thought I wanted to share about what the products have done for me. If you see me looking through the side, I am looking at a couple notes that I wrote down because I didn't want to forget anything. But yeah, so I am someone who has struggled with PCOS for probably the last 2 or 3 years, something like that. So inflammation, digesting food, gluten and dairy intolerances, all those things are something that I have struggled with for a very long time. And for the longest time, I thought that there probably wasn't any products that could actually help. And I was always very skeptical to try new things. But I saw Jen sharing about these products and I thought I just have to try them. And so I did, and I have been so very shocked. Like it has been life changing for me. So I've been using the Enrich and the Nourish for 3 weeks now, and I am honestly very surprised with the amount of changes that I have noticed already in just these 3 weeks. So a couple of the main things is I am bloating a whole lot less. Like I can eat pasta, I can eat gluten, I can have something with dairy, and I will not get bloated anymore. And it is just mind boggling because I used to get so terribly bloated and it was a painful kind of bloat too. It's no fun. My face is slimming down. Like I used to have a lot more chub in here than what I do now. So that's been super exciting. No more reflux and eating pizza. I am able to digest food a lot better. No more stomach aches. Um, I am able to eliminate properly, which that is honestly life changing. If that is something you struggle with, it is very exciting when it all works proper the way it should. I have like literally no more stomach aches or pains or anything after eating gluten and dairy. So I used to not be able to eat ice cream. Like if I would eat ice cream, like just normal dairy ice cream, I would have a stomach ache that would last anywhere from like 28 to 48 hours and it would be so painful. It was just no fun. But I just had ice cream. I've been eating ice cream now again every once in a while. And I don't have any stomach pains. I don't get bloated. I don't have stomach pains. Absolutely nothing. It has been amazing. I have also been noticing, and I think that Nourish probably gets the points for that. I've also been noticing that I'm not craving carbs and sugar as much anymore. And that was something that I really struggled with. Like I have a huge sweet tooth. It's like anything sweet and sugary, that was me. That's what I wanted. But not anymore. Like, of course, I still have days where I would just absolutely love something sweet, but I do not crave it or feel like I absolutely have to have it the way I used to. So that's all been really exciting. So yeah, I've been using these two products for, it's going to be 3 weeks in a couple days. So just about 3 weeks. And I have been noticing a lot of changes already. So yeah, thank you.
So one of the things she added on after, because she's like, oh my gosh, I forgot to say this. I'm just going to add it for her. I told her I'd add it for her so she didn't have to record a second video because I thought she did such an awesome job. You guys can tell how sweet she is, right? She's so sweet. And what she shared with me, she forgot to say that she's also lost weight. So those are the only two changes. She's added these two products to her life and she's lost weight. She's having less pain. She's having better digestion, eliminating properly, losing weight. And like you saw her smile, right? She's feeling good. She's feeling really good. I'm so, so happy with her and with all of her results. And I can't wait. She's going to have more testimonies for us guys because she is just getting started and it's so exciting. All right. So we have, Kelly, can I put you on the spot to share about Mojo? Because Kelly and I just talked the other day and I didn't know she was going to be on tonight, but she has been playing with Mojo and it's been life-changing for her too. So let's let Kelly have a share.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. I've never used headphones in my life on a Zoom. So, anyway, so I wear a lot of hats. I'm a student. I work 3 jobs. I have a toddler. I'm a wife and all these things. And heaven forbid the kid wakes up and I end up getting like 4.5 hours of sleep. I have PCOS too. And I struggle with my cortisol and I got a whole bunch of lovely symptoms that come along with that. And coffee is something I struggle with because it really affects me and it affects all my hormones and I feel it. And I've done what the course I'm in is holistic nutrition. So I'm learning about hormone imbalance and it's very exciting because I'm just like all these light bulbs are coming on and anyway, I needed a healthy coffee because I've drank coffee for 20 years and I'll be darned if I give it up because I'm just not going to do that. So I've tried mushroom coffees. I've tried all these the differences and they're not coffee. They just taste like dirt. And I'm not going to drink it.
Like you know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah. So when Amanda, my very good friend of many years who introduced me to Jen, when I saw her drinking Mojo, I was like, okay, I have to look into this. And when the time came and I tried it, it took a little while for me to figure out how to make my cup because I usually drink like Starbucks, like I like a richer coffee. But no, I got niacin flush for like 2 or 3 days. That was fun. So, and then I learned about that, which is why I needed it. And so one of the crazy things about PCOS is you get terrible pains around PMS and stuff like that. And I would be like keeled over on the I couldn't get out of bed for some days because the pain would be just so crazy. And this is something I've learned this month with it. I didn't get any pains from it at all. I didn't even know I was actually early with my cycle rather than 10 days late. Then I'm just like, oh, are we gonna have another baby? I don't know, because I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to figure that out, but I can go 12 hours or more without a second cup of coffee at 2 p.m. And I'm up at 6 and I go to bed at 11, maybe midnight. And then I sometimes have to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning when my 3.5-year-old decides she needs to get up for a snack. We're working on that. But I'm the one that wakes up, and I'm the one that I have to go through my 3 or 4 jobs because I have clients and I'm a house cleaner. So I'm on the move all the time, and Mojo keeps me going and I wake up and I'm up or start the day, and I don't go to bed until I go to bed. So, and I do all the things. It's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I love hearing your story because I know how
Thanks.
exhausted you were before.
Oh my God. It was awful. It was
I
awful. You
know.
would never, it was terrible. It was
Yeah,
not, yeah.
So Kelly was one of those people who was like, I'm just going to try it as a customer. And then she was like, oh my gosh, it changed my life. I need to share with other people. so that's kind of a thing that happens here at Trinont, right? You become a customer and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is life-changing. I need to share with more people. Benny, do we have anyone else on that wants to share tonight?
Well, we do. Sandy, are you there? I see iPhone. You know how sometimes you can't tell. I think you're the iPhone. Is that you, Sandy? Okay, Sandy might not be on yet. But do you want to just go back and forth with business and product testimonies?
Sure, why not? Let's shake it up here tonight.
Shake it up. Leslie, do you want to come on and like say your favorite product, but also just share a little bit about the business for you?
Totally. I also wanted to say that these meetings are so fun for me. Like I was like, it's the end of my day and I'm kind of tired, and I forget that like as soon as I get like, I don't know, hooked in, and then I'm like, oh yes, I love this so much. And I love everyone's testimonies and I like meeting the new people. So it's just like, this is so fun for me anyway. So thank you everybody for coming, because it just like reinvigorates you, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so favorite product, it's tough. But I would say my absolute favorite is the Glow. It just so multiple impacts, right? So we talk about impact product, it has multiple impacts. So for me, it was like there were so many things back to back. And then, but I think the tie for second is the Enrich and the Mojo for sure, because I was not eliminating every day kind of person, and now I am. So I definitely, your friend is a gem. I was like, yes, that's me. Business wise, I don't even know what to say, you guys. I don't even know what to say. It is so refreshing to do something that actually helps people. Okay, hold on. Creates joy for people, then creates joy for you, and helps you to grow and helps you to succeed. Like it's the unicorn in my mind, right? And I'm like, I've taken a lot of risks to be here, and the growth is exponential, and the teamwork is so much fun. We run together, we pump each other up. We're like, we all know each other. We're on each other's social media. We're back and forth. Like it is, it's just an absolute joy for me. And so I've only been doing it since January. I've ranked 3 times. And I'm about to, I was like this close to ranking double last month. And so, it's like, and then my team is growing and my friends are also benefiting. And the people who are with me, we're running together. And like, I have this not brand new, but almost new Jeep that's gorgeous. And my best friend in the world, who's always driven a vehicle that she felt unsafe in. And now she has this brand new Jeep Cherokee she's driving around. And I'm like, it's just crazy. So yeah, I can't say enough good things for sure. I'm just over the moon.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, you almost got me there. I almost broke down. The sigh is very watery right now. You almost got me. And it's so true, right? Like we have each other's backs. The community is just unbelievable. And we are building friendships. Like Leslie, I never knew you before this. Like,
No, I know.
oh, right. Like, but it's like we've known each other forever now because we're sharing together and cheering each other on and following each other's journey. And it's so much fun.
Totally. That's the nicest thing is like all these new connections. And I feel like everyone's just on that same energetic level, right? Where the people that I connect with, I'm like, yes, you are exactly the people that I wanted to need around me. And it's that village and community that we all feel like we don't have. And now we're kind of building it.
Yeah.
Also, I saw that Dairy Queen, Leah, so don't think you're hiding that.
And
I
as
see
someone
the
who,
spoon. I saw this. I recognize the red.
Yeah.
spoon.
She's got her and Rich though. She's fine. She's good.
oh, Leah, I'm just seeing you on here. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. And I've known Leslie a long time, and you did get me because you are amazing. And seeing other people win here is what just has me so excited, especially you guys last month, we had such an amazing month. I think I've just been in and out of tears like for the last 3 days. Just seeing people win is so phenomenal. So thank you for being here and thank you for being who you are. I'm going to share a really quick testimony because you guys, my hair, I'm having a great hair day today. And this may seem like a silly little thing, but I have not been able to grow my hair since I had Maverick. And you guys, he's like almost 8. So when I say a long time, I mean a long time. And I just had a photo shoot on the weekend, a boudoir photo shoot. And I have like always had this dream of having a photo shoot with this long, luscious hair that, yes, goes like right down. And I felt like a goddess. And it was so amazing. And the makeup artist was putting stuff on my lashes. And she was like, your bottom lashes are so long. So it is the little and the big things. For me, the glow was my joints, but having this beautiful luscious hair, I'm just really present to it in the last couple of days. So that one's a win for me. Leah, would you, if you don't have ice cream in your mouth, would you want to come on and share? You have such a great story to share.
But my ice cream's so delicious and it's gonna melt on me. I was
Did
kidding.
you bring some for everyone?
Yeah, it's like 24 degrees out, so we went to Dairy Queen. So it's delicious. Yeah, I started the first product I tried was the Optimize, and I went with that one because it was like specifically for kind of like performance and recovery stuff. And I had been in a car accident July of 2019, so like 3.5-ish years ago, and have basically struggled since then. Lots of ongoing back issues, neck issues, shoulder issue. Every week kind of chiro, massage, physio, and that's like all 3 every week for like 2.5 years. A lot of time and energy put into different treatments that would be good for a day or 2 and then be right back into being in pain and not being able to do the things. Well, I was still doing all the things that I love doing, but just being in pain doing them all the time. But yeah, it hadn't even been a week that I was taking the Optimize, and I was more or less pain-free, like in bed, able to move around in bed, like previous, I could only sleep on one side. I couldn't lay on my stomach. Laying on my back was uncomfortable. And even laying on my side, I had to like do this weird like kickstand thing with my legs. So it's just like chaos sleeping. And yeah, I went for a run after about 5 days on the Optimize, and didn't have any pain, and I didn't have any pain afterwards, and I didn't have any pain when I got out of bed the next morning. And it's just kind of been a continual no pain life for like the last month and a little bit, which is super fantastic, because yeah, anybody that is in pain, chronic pain, knows how exhausting that is all the time. So yeah, and then I've added some other things since then. I used the collagen, and I'm using the Nourish shakes, and I haven't shared this part yet, but if there's, I was doing a 12-week challenge from January until the beginning of April for another program, and first prize was like $10,000 of like travel money. So I like really like put my focus and energy into those 12 weeks. And I literally lost like 0.4 pounds after like, this is like 6 days a week working out. It was tracking calories and protein and all the things. And then I unfortunately started the Nourish shakes after that challenge had finished. But so I've been using those for like 2.5 weeks, and I've already lost like 6 pounds. So, and that's the only thing that I've changed in the whole thing. Like my eating's good, I'm working out lots, but yeah, so definitely seeing some significant results from that as well, which is
I have a
really
question about
encouraging.
that, Leah, if I could ask you a question about that, because I'm thinking that I might not be the only one with this question, but did you use the Nourish to replace one of your meals? Did you add it on as a bonus? Like, tell us a little bit about what you did and how you incorporated that into what you were already doing.
Yeah, so I was always like, I'm not a huge breakfast eater. I don't, because I have to take meds in the morning, and I have to take them on an empty stomach, and then I have to leave my stomach empty for like about an hour-ish afterwards. So I generally don't eat breakfast until like give or take 9:30, 10 in the morning. So I was always like a protein shake for breakfast person anyways. And so I just switched the protein powder that I was using for the Nourish.
Okay.
And I add stuff to it because I like more protein because I'm using it as like a full meal. So I add like a high protein yogurt and like some fruit, and also like I add a whole bunch of stuff to it. But yeah, I just replaced the protein powder that I was using beforehand for my breakfast.
Okay, so you really like literally just, that's what you swapped. That's it. That changed. Okay, that is impressive, guys. That is totally impressive. And it speaks volumes to the effectiveness of it. And I am curious though, what's your favorite flavor?
I think the coconut cream.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the brownie batter.
I do have that one too. Those are the only two I've tried. And then I did the with the sale, I did the one with the Nourish. I can't remember, Refine Your Routine, maybe it was called, the bundle. But the coconut cream wasn't available, or it wasn't listed in the choices. So then I had to like branch out and go with some other choices. So
I love it.
but I
in the
do the
chat
chocolate,
here.
the brownie one is good. I put the chocolate mojo in the brownie one.
Yes.
And then with the coconut cream one, I put the zest in it. So
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I do. So coconut cream with the peach zest. I have that on my way to the gym in the morning. Oh my
yeah,
God,
it's good.
So
I
good.
add frozen mango to that combo. It's really good if you want my recipe. And I got that from Leslie. See, this is why we're all a community.
This is amazing. I would like to call on one more person to share. So I would love for Lisa to share what her favorite product is, what it's done for her, and what's going in your business. What's happening in your business world?
Wow, let's see. Everybody's already picked a lot of my favorite products. So I think the only one that we haven't hit on is the Renew. So, and it was kind of a real surprise for me, the results that I had with it. So I've just for a little bit of back history, had some very major health concerns, and I've been on blood pressure meds for the last 9 years, and never really fluctuated. Like, my blood pressure has been maintained fairly well with the meds, and I hadn't been feeling great the last little while. I'd been feeling a little lightheaded, a little nauseous, a little dizzy. So I had gone to my doctors just to get things checked out. And my blood pressure was extremely low. So I came home, and the first thing I did was I messaged Jen. Actually, I was sitting in my car in the parking lot and said, so is there anything that I'm taking that would affect my blood pressure? And of course she said the Renew. So I'm actually, I went last Friday, happy birthday to me, and we lowered my blood pressure meds a little bit. And I'm just continuously going to be monitored for the next couple of months just to make sure that I stay stable. But it's the only thing that I can attribute it to, because I've done nothing else different. I am taking a couple of the other things, the collagen, of course, and Optimize, and the Renew. And because it was doing so well, I also added the Boost to my monthly order this month in hopes that maybe we can get it to come down even more. So I was thrilled. I can't tell you how good it makes me feel to know that it's working. On top of everything else, it was like the added bonus. So
You have like quantitative results,
yeah,
which is really
yeah.
cool. You can tell. And you're
Yeah.
not alone. We've got several people having the same experience. And so just story after story.
I love it. And then as far as business goes, oh my God. Okay, Leslie, you got me going. It's been phenomenal. I have been a part of so many different home-based businesses in my history, in my past. I've pretty much done them all. You name it, I've probably done it. And I've never been a part of anything quite like this before. It's and I feel it too. Like it's I want to do it because it's what other people are doing for me. So I can't speak enough about Jen and Mark and their leadership. Like, it's, to me, it's just, I've never seen anything like it. And I've known Jen, and I didn't know her as well, obviously, as I know her now, but I worked in the same business as her previous to this. And everybody talked about Jen and how wonderful she is. And I got to live a little bit of that there, but I can't speak enough about them and their leadership. And it makes me want to be that kind of a leader for my team. And so for me, it's more about helping my team get to where they want to go and helping them achieve their dreams, because then eventually that comes forward to me. And today, as an example, right, I double qualified, I double ranked last month, and I had sent Jen a message today, and I didn't even realize that I had earned some of the things that I had earned because I was so focused on getting my team to where they wanted to be that there was like all these extra added bonuses that I didn't even know were there for me. So it's just, it feels like it's family more than anything. Everybody is, in our chat, everybody's always pitching in and answering questions and helping people and supporting. And I love it when, like the rank advancement posts come out and everybody comments and everybody, it's just so encouraging. I just love it. I can't speak enough about it. I wished I had found it 10 years ago.
Community. It is one of our 3 pillars.
Yeah.
It is. So
Yeah.
it is part of our mission to create community where we lift others up. And so, this is just where we are finding aligned people who feel the same way and want to make the world a better place and make the world a beautiful place for others, and to have a place where you can belong, to have a place where you can make an impact, feel important, feel valued, and be paid for your time and efforts, and be rewarded. And so, yeah, Benny, where do you want to go next? Like, man, I'm just gonna cry. So
I know.
I'm like really holding back here. My nose, it sounds like I've got a cold. I'm so like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, as I was saying, these last few days reflecting on everything, it's just been emotional and really amazing. The health wins we're having, the business wins we're having as well. It's just incredible. So, should we share some photos for anyone?
Yeah, let's share photos, because we've talked a lot about what's happening like to us, but
Yeah.
photos always like speak louder than words sometimes, because we know that we can't show people what's going on with our guts, with our muscles, with all the things, but we can show is pictures of the visuals of the changes, right? The visual changes of what we're experiencing.
Oh, it's gonna play Karen. We're just gonna go
Hi,
for
I
it.
just want to take a minute
Okay.
to share my bit of a story. About 3 weeks ago, I was talking to Benny and I was telling her that I hadn't eaten anything except milkshakes and bananas for about 3 weeks because I had such bad stomach acid that I just couldn't handle it. And the pills the doctor put me on just weren't working. So she convinced me to try this Enrich, and I'll tell you, it made a difference. Within 3 days, I started eating. It's 2 weeks later now, and I'm actually eating real meals. I had pizza last night. It wasn't great, but once I had a couple of these with it, it certainly settled me down so much. It was unbelievable. I also started taking the Glow at night before I went to bed. And normally I would sit and watch TV for an hour and I'd go to stand up and my knees would hurt and my ankles would hurt. And it would take me probably 50 steps to not be limping. Well, after about a week on the Glow, I still have a bit of pain in my knees because I have had surgery and I've been battling this since 2020, but they feel so much better. I know they're going to support me. They don't ache all day. I can sleep at night without taking any Tylenol to calm them down. And I can get up off the chair after an hour and I'm not even limping. So it makes a huge difference. The Nourish that I got also got me through those first 2 weeks when I wasn't eating. I'm going to continue taking it because I really like making a shake out of it in the morning and it just makes me feel better. So I can't say it's going to work for everybody, but I'm convinced. Hope that helps a little. Have a nice day, guys.
And just an update on Karen. Sorry, I don't know how to get that off. Oh, now I've lost it. Oh my goodness, me and my technology. Okay, I'm gonna just stop sharing my screen and get Jen to share.
I can pull some pictures
But
up.
just an update on Karen. Since then, she's actually joined the business because she had lots of people in her life that were interested, and her results have only gotten better. So it's been about another 3 weeks, and her husband's now taking the Glow, and she's just so excited. So yeah, Jen, you pull up some pictures.
Here's some pictures here. So I'll just make it big for you and you can share about them. Okay, so we can see that it's not just like saggy skin, like scars, lifelong scars that have been there forever are like there's actual cellular rejuvenation, which is really, really cool. So we'll see that. Of course, like tightening of skin. What I find interesting is like the actual skin tone will change. So for me, my skin tone changed a whole lot, but also dealing with things like cellulite. So this is our friend Lori, and she was taking the Enrich for her gut health, but we tell everyone to take pictures of everything. So she took pictures of everything. And she explains it as if someone took an iron to her butt. So like what is happening on the outside of us is often a reflection of what's going on the inside. Okay, gut health, so important. This is our friend Krista. So these are some of Krista's pictures. You can see the redness on her face is going away. Her legs are completely, like, she was dealing with like things like psoriasis and stuff, completely gone on her legs. Absolutely. And she said she had been suffering with that. I don't know. I don't think Krista's on tonight, but like so much on her legs. When she showed me that picture of her legs, I was like, my gosh, girl, this is amazing, right? And then you look, she wanted to show us also her hair growth. She's noticed a huge impact in her hair growing in thicker. Often as we get older, our hormone health can start having us losing more hair than we should. And which is why as we get older, our hair can thin out. Now I'm waiting on some after pictures because Mark's bald spot's growing in, guys.
Wow.
So it's going in slow, but it's like normally once a man has a bald spot, it doesn't come back. It just gets bigger. And like a few weeks ago, he was like leaned back like this in the vehicle, and I was sitting behind him, and I was like, "Stop! Wait! Put your head back." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I see baby hairs. They're growing." So I took a picture. I'm like, oh, I should have taken a picture before, but that's where the starting point will be. And we'll take some pictures as we go along. And who knows, he might not be bald someday. This is a picture on the left is a picture of myself. When I said skin tone, you can see like the color of my skin, the sagginess around my eyes. I was always very self-conscious about my eyes because I have my mom's droopy eyelids. No more droopy eyelids for me. I can actually see my eyelids for the first time in my adult life. I love it. So, that is my own pictures. I don't think I have any pictures of you, Benny, but here's some more pictures of just some before and afters from our group. But yeah, tremendous results from people. Do we want to share like how people can get their hands on the products, Benny?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a couple different ways you can get your hands on the product. So reach out to whoever invited you on tonight, and they can share more information. So you can order the products as an associate, and with that, you get a free website. And that's what I recommend to everyone, because when you find something you love, you want to share it with other people. You can also order as a customer as well. So those are the two options. One of the benefits of ordering as an associate are there some associate packs. And those are only available as an associate. And I always tell people my one regret with joining Ternant is I did not get the platinum pack, because you come on a call like this. And I know, after I heard Lisa share, now I want to try the Renew. So, you always want to try different products. So it's nice to have whatever you need. And I know Leah was talking about the Optimize. When we needed it, we didn't have it. So it's nice to have a variety of things for you to have on hand to try, because like Lisa was saying, sometimes you get a result that you're not even knowing that you're going to have happen. So those are the two different ways that you can get your hands on the products. Does everyone here know Ryan Reynolds? Yeah. Okay. So do we all know what he represents? Mint Mobile and Aviation Gin, right? So we were having a picnic the other night, and we were being totally goofy, but we were like, this picnic is brought to you by Enrich, but it really was. We even took our Enrich out on a date night, and like we put it like next to the flowers, like while we were having our dinner. So that's kind of how I explain, buying as an associate. You then can be a Ryan Reynolds of the products that you love and then earn some extra income. So we actually went to Boom and Batten this weekend in Victoria. Anybody know it? So we were recommended to it by a friend of ours, and she didn't get a kickback from us going to Boom and Batten and having dinner. But, with these products, you can actually start to earn some residual income, which I don't know about anyone else, but life is getting more expensive. And, as Lisa was saying very early on in the call, being proactive with your health is where most people are going right now, including ourselves. So I love that. Anything else you want to add, Jen?
I like that platinum package. We forgot to mention, like, it comes with coupons for your friends,
Yes.
right? Coupons for your friends. So that's pretty cool too. I just think it's pretty wicked awesome that we have these bundles that a person can jump on board with and start sharing when and start making a difference in other people's lives. But at the same time, we, you know, if you are not ready for that, we can start you out as a customer, and next month we'll see you on the team. It's just the way it goes. Right? Kelly's pointing at herself, right? So we'll meet you where you're at. And if you need a little bit more help with what products are specifically going to be the most beneficial for you, you can ask whoever you has invited you to watch this. You can ask them to be in connection with me or Benny or any of our upline who is more experienced and is helping hundreds and hundreds of people use the products effectively. So definitely reach out and let them know you watched the video. Let them know you watched the video and tell them what you're most interested in. Tell them what you think might help them or might help you. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in on our call. Thank you everyone for sharing. I love our community. I have so much love for all of you. I am having so much fun watching your success in health, your success in your business, and just keep sharing because there's so many people out there who need what we have.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Have a good night. See you on the next one.
Bye.